Hello Aquarius, this is your continuing reading. It's a mini reading like everybody else is getting. I do apologize that they have been delayed. I'm also working on personals now too as well. So for those of you who aren't being refunded, you can expect that pretty soon. Alright, so let's talk about the bottom of the decks. Bottom of the primary, we have Six of Pentacles reversed. This is telling me that something's stressing you out. You're putting too much into something and somebody else is not putting in enough. There are going to be two people involved here, aside from you. Somebody's also, they have deceived themselves about this person and they feel tricked. Because that's the illusion, warning, and it's going to deal with legal matters regarding property, alimony. But basically this whole situation is taking over you and it's not giving anything back, or it's giving very little. It's not worth it, okay? This could be some kind of a monetary loss as well, but I feel this is about relationships based on the cards. But you're not getting enough back. The payout's not there. All right, at the bottom of the clarification, we have Three of Cups. So I do see three-party. Somebody could still be wanting to date around. Normally this is a celebration, but what I think this is what's going to happen with you, particularly in this reading, there's two different sets of groups. So this card really applies to just one of them from what I'm seeing so far, and that's you're going to have your pick of two people, and you're going to pick just one of them. Okay, not both, and that's a celebration in that sense. But there are two people involved aside from you, so I still see that. In that case, it is a celebration. And if you think about it, six. Wait, no, never mind. That's not cups. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. On the bottom of the Love Angel Oracle decks, we have heart-to-heart conversations. I know you can't read it because it's backwards. I haven't fixed that on my video camera yet. I'm sorry. But it just says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. All right, so let's get to the first card. Eight of Wands reversed. When I first saw that, I thought blocked communication. So there is a group of you who you're blocking somebody, Aquarians, who is giving you some mixed messages. You're just like, nope, I'm not dealing with it. Also, the mixed messages are sometimes somebody's telling you what you want to hear. Okay, with the Empress over here, which is our first major arcana aside from Strength. Somebody's telling you something you want to hear, but it's like they're not being truthful. And some of you are waiting a really long time to hear this. I just feel like it's delayed or it's not true. Normally this is a lot of messages coming at you quickly, and they be coming at you very, very, very quickly and instead of slowly, but they be mixed. They not be completely honest. I get this feeling there is some kind of secret. Wait, I thought this was the Empress. This is the High Priestess. Ooh, yeah, definitely secret. Okay. So yeah, she holds back a lot, you guys. She's very wise, very smart, and she only tells you what you need to know. This is her not giving you some information, okay? But when the High Priestess is around and there's two people involved, that's a secret. There's some kind of affair. And the Six of Pentacles, especially reversed, is an affair sign for me. It doesn't have to be. It just can be, just means more than one person in your relationship. Think about this. I used to get her confused a lot. I still get Temperance and Libra Justice confused in this deck. This deck can be a little confusing, especially because Justice and Temperance, their numbers got switched by Rider-Waite, but some of the other people don't go by those numbers. And so I do go by those numbers, and it throws me off a lot. But I think there's mistakes for a reason. So if I make a mistake, there's usually a reason for it, okay? I don't think there is such a thing as a mistake. I can't believe I was thinking about the Empress. But I feel that's still the same. Somebody's trying to tell you what you want to hear, or you're waiting a really long time for it. They're not divulging it just yet. But I do feel like you're getting mixed messages because we have two Knights here, and that's mixed messages. And one's even in reverse, so it's even like really mixed. So that's one group. Somebody's just getting mixed messages from somebody, and they're probably going to drop them. It be the same group. It just comes across as two for some reason. I don't know why that is. And most of the time when something doesn't make sense to me, that means it's going to make sense to you as an individual. If it doesn't make sense to you, then it's not for you. I hope that would be very clear. I think you've also decided that you're no longer going to hold back after a long time. Some kind of grief. I think your grief is over. You're coming out of it. Four of Swords is clarifying. So it's funny, we have 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and 4 of Swords in here. And we have Ace of Swords as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's hilarious. So things are building up, okay? They're going in order. Everything's going along the path. You're on the right track, okay? Something is very, very slow. I think maybe your healing is coming slow. You're dealing with a heartbreak because somebody did have an affair. It's slow in coming. This is meditating, praying, healing, recovering. Some of you have actually been in the hospital, and this could be some kind of a surgery you're recovering from. But these are really the only cards I'm seeing about that. But I do see you're going to be just fine. It might be a slow recuperation, okay? It could be heart surgery, but it could be any surgery, okay? That's just something random I'm getting, okay? Now, going back to love. Well, I just got that there are some people out there whose heart wasn't pumping to capacity, which is kind of funny because what Uncle had or has. But because of the Six of Pentacles reversed, it's like one ventricle or one valve or something wasn't actually pumping out as much as it should, and the other one was still taking in the right amount. Or maybe it's vice versa, but that's random. I don't know why. I don't usually get heart information from the Six of Pentacles, you guys, okay? So that's very strange. And I'm not claiming to be psychic at all, okay, guys? I'm just an intuitive person who reads cards. So please don't make any decisions, especially medically, from me, because I don't do medical readings. I don't. All right, so this isn't past, present, future, but something's been delayed. I think it's you're healing, you're wanting to heal and forgive this person, or somebody's wanting to do this for you or towards you. You've been out long enough, but if you were ready to come out, you would be this way, and it didn't fall out that way. So you're just not quite ready yet for this forgiveness, for this coming out of sorrow. You're still in it. It's delayed. It's really long. And I think you don't really know how you feel about this person either. Also, for those who have their pick of 2 people, I'm seeing no longer having that choice. This specifically says in a book I read once, actually, a woman has her pick of 2 men. Okay, especially with the High Priestess here. And then we have 2 male knights. That's got to resonate with somebody here. Okay. It's in reverse. This tells me that those options, the other extra options, are no longer available. Now, I don't know if that means they withdraw and cut you out, because there is some cutting out here, or if you drop somebody. Could be both. It depends on who you are. All right, so let's go to the knights. Anytime you have 2 knights, this is mixed messages. You don't know how to feel about somebody because you're getting different signals. We have commitment, and then we have completely non-committed. Okay, completely opposite messages. This could be the same person because they're both knights. It could be 2 people, especially since we have some 3 energy in here. It could be 2, but I'm getting that other thing too as well. I think we had this before in a reading where somebody from the past had hurt somebody. It was a long, long time ago. I didn't even know who or what sign it was for. And 2 knights came up, these same ones, I believe. Maybe not, but it means that you have mixed feelings and you're getting mixed messages. So somebody's committed, somebody's not. This is utterly devoted, and this is you are only there for a fun time. This is one night stand type of thing. If this is one person, you're kind of seeing double with this person. If it's 2 people, you're dropping a fire sign and picking up an earth sign. Not necessarily, but that's what's here. But you're picking the more responsible person, or you're making the more responsible choice out of 2 people. Because this is not responsible at all, and this one is. I think you're making a responsible choice. But you are conflicted. I don't think if you know who to choose, I'm seeing choose an earth sign or whoever's more stable and responsible. Because the other person's going to be gone. Okay? So if you lose an option, like you no longer have the extra option, it could be because this person has left. They're not willing to commit. But you have somebody else who really is. They are devoted to you utterly. Okay. So underneath that, we got 2 of Swords. Conflicted between 2 things. You have to make a choice, right? I knew this was, when this came out, I said, duh, because it's the same thing. It seems as if you were deceiving yourself, because it says you were deceiving yourself. I can even see this with blocked communication. This is you not getting a message. Okay. You weren't seeing something. This is somebody who usually has a blindfold on. You weren't seeing that, for some people, you weren't seeing this one person had a side that you didn't know about. They have been leading a double life, or you just don't know who to pick, and you're kind of turning a blind eye to it. And this is not being vigilant. So is this, because this guy usually has a blindfold on. It's usually a woman with swords over her heart. Some of you may be turning down a past fire sign coming in, or a past ex, and staying with somebody else. Maybe be staying with a current partner and not taking back an old one who's coming back, because you have the swords over your heart. You're trying to protect yourself from heartache. It's clarified by Ace of Swords. I knew that was going to come out at some point with this reading, because this is cutting somebody out of your life and being victorious. It's also a very strong opinion or a strong belief, even more so when we have strength, our next major arcana. And eights always talk to me about changing your mind about something. So you're having to change a mindset or a belief. So if you're very attracted to this fire sign, but you know the better choice is the earth sign, then you're having to change your mind. Like, yeah, I don't want to give into lust. I want to do the right thing. So that's what I'm seeing here. I'm feeling like you're having to conform and change your mind to a new belief. And you're going to be strong in order to do this. I mean, who wants to give up, lots of passion? But, I mean, if they're not committed, what's the point? It's not going anywhere. You're going to have courage. This is also, we have the truth and the truth. How funny is that? You have to have the courage to say the truth, to do what you know is right. This is also the right way. Because there can be a lot of love, but there can also be a lot of hate. So again, I'm seeing love-hate or double-sided, two-edged sword. So there's something conflicting for sure. It could be one person, or you're really just trying to make a decision between two people. Again, with the Two of Swords, you are missing something in order to make a decision. It's like a decision's being made anyway, so I don't know if this person's going to cut you out, or you're just having to kind of make a blind decision and have the courage to feel like, okay, I think I'm making the right decision, and I'm going to have to make it now. Because High Priestess, I think you're missing some information. You're just not seeing it, and it could be that you were deceiving yourself, or this person has been deceiving you, and you're feeling a little heartbroken that you weren't seeing this sooner. It could just be that you were refusing to see it as well. Yes, they're hiding things. There could be some kind of hidden agenda. But at the same time, you were a little bit refusing to see something. Or you were just in denial about what to do. You didn't know what to do. And I feel like this person, maybe you were devoted and they weren't. Somebody doesn't want this to rule their heart, because the Two of Swords is over their heart. But I do feel somebody's holding back feelings. That'd be why there's a mixed message. Or you should hold back your feelings because somebody isn't who they are showing you they are. Yeah. But it's not a lose-lose situation. You're going to win in this, okay? Because you do have the Three of Cups, which is a celebration. You drop one sign or drop one person, you're going to get another. You're going to get the other person. So it's not like you go home empty-handed. And it's also not a consolation. This is a really good deal, whatever you're getting. You're not getting the raw end of the deal. This is good. And I think there's infatuation. And I think it's just the infatuation that you're having to get rid of. And that's how you were deceiving yourself. It was all like fantasy-like. And then you have to kind of come to reality and see, this guy's a dirtbag, this guy's great. Okay. So I think there are two people. But either way, if it's just one person and they're giving you two identities, two faces, if you can't trust a person at any point in time, it's just best not to trust them from there on out. Give your relationship a chance in reverse, okay? You know who this person is. Because this person is not the one. It says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. This person is not from the past, remember, okay? I do think it's either present or future coming, because this guy's upright and this guy's in the reverse. He would be the past. Nobody from the past, okay? Although some Aquarians have gotten that in the last reading. Whoever this is for, oh, I just turned that right side up. I do believe. Anyway, past life relationship. maybe I didn't. I don't think it actually is going to matter either way, because this is somewhat about a past person that you don't want. So even if it's in reverse, it's not going to matter. So no past people for you guys, at least the ones that this really resonates for, okay? I feel like there's just like at least one more thing. I don't want to go over so much time. That high priestess, she always holds so much back. I feel like I have to dig because she even hides back from me, from everybody. And I know she's not real, like she's not an entity, but it's the idea and all the combinations. Well, I do see a lot of meditation. So somebody's been thinking about something for a very long time about what to do about this situation. They've been holding back too. I think somebody gets cut out and they just have to have the courage to do it. Alright guys. I feel like there's something, yeah. There is some kind of a setback with all this, and you're just going to have to use all your inner and outer resolve for sure to overcome it. It's just going to be a little conflicting. You're a little nervous or scared about doing it, but I see you're going to be fine. Remember, you don't get a raw end of deal. You get a good deal. So it is about some kind of a long-lasting heartache that's taking forever to heal. You're going to be just fine. I actually like this reading a little bit. You're going to have chemistry with this other person. There is some kind of infatuation with the other person, but the more stable person, you still have chemistry with them. But it's not to the degree of the other person when there's two people involved. For other people, there is not two people. Okay, so that's all I got. All right, guys, good luck in this, and let me know how it resonates.